Good morning. It is self-love day 8, and I want to talk about self-image and sexuality. Um, this is really coming up for me as I'm doing this self-love challenge. I'm really expressing myself more and having all kinds of creative ideas, and I'm realizing that a big part of my expression has to do with sensuality, has to do with sexuality. And it's weird because I've had people tell me before, oh, you're sexy or this or that. And I'd be like, what are you talking about? Or whatever. And I realize like I'm having a lot of inspiration for photography, inspiration for dance, inspiration for gifts that I've been given, that I feel that I've been given. And there is a sensual component to that I want to express, that I feel is an inherent part of my self-expression. And I am afraid of that. And it feels weird to be afraid of that. It makes me angry to be afraid of that. Because the reason why I'm afraid of that is because of other people. It's not because of me. And it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel fair that other people have said things to me and have done things to me that have made me then turn off a part of me that makes me happy, that makes me feel beautiful, that makes me feel expressed as an artist, as a model, as a photographer. And so I took a series of photographs. I've been taking photographs that I've been inspired to take, and I wanted to post them. And I went back and forth for about an hour, kind of on and off, like, I want to post them, but what would I say? Well, what will people think? And I realized a lot in that. I realized what I've just shared about how I've adopted things that people have said or done, and I've taken it on as a way to kind of imprison myself, imprison my creativity. And I've also realized how I compartmentalize people, because there's people that I care about, all the people that I deal with, whether they're new people or whether they're people I deal with in my life, I care about them. And I care about what they think about me. And, I realize that I have, like I have my friends from church, and I have friends from professional endeavors, and I have family members, and I have, we all have this. And so there's this fear of like, if I expose myself in this way, and I mean expose myself in a number of ways, because yeah, there's some part of it that's physical expression, but then it's a real intimate thing for me too, because these are things that I like and that I'm proud of and that I feel good about. And there's a fear that what will they think, and will they accept me, and will I receive a repeated backlash like what I've received in the past. So let me clarify. So I've been a dancer professionally. I've been a model professionally. And I really like fashion and style. I've grown to really love photography and also express myself in that way. And so these mediums, I've done music. I'm an artist. So, now I work in television and film. And even in that, I remember there was a time where I was like, no, I can't play certain roles because if it exposes me in a certain way. And now I've become way more free with that. If it's something to push forward the story, that's the reason why I'm an actress. It's to live these different lives and to bring truth and humanity to these different stories and circumstances. And that's a little bit easier because there I have a script. But as a model, as a photographer, as a dancer, it's really a lot of times what I feel. I'm the creator of the content. And so, I've been judged in the past. A lot of things have kind of happened that have made me second guess myself. And again, I'll take responsibility for my actions because I didn't have to go down that path. There are some people, we see them now all the time. We see people like Rihanna and Miley Cyrus and Amber Rose, and they're just like out there and everything is out and they're just like, I don't care. And, super finger to everybody and, but I didn't take it that way. I didn't take it that way. I took it like, oh no, I've offended people. Oh no, I'm being called dirty. Oh no, I'm being accused of this or that, or I've let someone down. I'm a mom too, and I hold that in very high regard. And, there are women out there that are moms. Kim Kardashian is pregnant and everything's, out there. And so, people can take things a different way. But for me, I'm always thinking about that respect. But what's come to me on this self-love challenge is that respect comes from respecting myself and from loving myself and from appreciating myself and from really letting my guard down and from letting go of past hurts and what people have told me and how they've judged me, and from letting go of taking that on and letting that suppress me. The truth is, I'm not satisfied in being in a box. I never have been. And this certainly isn't something that I'm satisfied with carrying anymore. People that have wanted to take advantage of me in the past, physically, if I let them shut me down, they win. And that's another component to it. In my experience as a woman, sexuality is a double-edged sword because sadly we live in a society where, an injustice happens and we get looked at first. Did you ask for it? Did you entice too much? Were you too sexy? Were you too free that night because you were having a good time or whatever? I mean, we have situations like the Cosby scandal where tons of women have said, this happened to me. And yet, why did it take tons of women and all these years for them to be listened to and for something to kind of even start to be getting done about it? This thing just went down with Planned Parenthood and the defunding of Planned Parenthood and what's up with that? Why is a woman's body and her rights and her sexuality not hers? That's fucking, excuse my language, but that is so wrong. And so this stuff weighs heavy on my heart because I have been a victim of these thought patterns. I have been a victim of these mass choices that have been made. I have been a victim of this consciousness that has said that, oh yeah, we appreciate, ooh yeah, great, but oh wait, that's too much, or oh, you're a hoe now, or oh, that happened to you, well, you might have deserved it because, and screw that. My sexuality, my sensuality, my womanhood, my body, my expression, my image is mine. It is mine. And however I decide to use it is up to me. I choose to use my expression in love. And I choose to use my expression in art and joy and creativity and inspiration and happiness. And sometimes that may look like some bare skin in a picture, and sometimes that may look like being proud of the fact that I've had, children, and look, I am not gonna just wither away and die and get old and be done, or yes, I'm married and I'm able to express myself authentically. I mean, that's another lie. People are like, "Ooh, you get married, you never have sex again." Really? I'm a woman. I'm a sexual being. I'm a sensual being. I think all women are. And I'm embracing it. And so, spoiler alert, if you start to see some photos on the social media pages on my website, that's what that's about. It's about finally letting go of the things I've heard and the things I see out there, and finally no longer making it my story, because it isn't. I write my story. And the story that I'm writing is that I'm a woman and I belong to a gender that is strong and beautiful and capable and sensual, and it's something to be celebrated, and it's something to respect. And so that's what's on my mind. I could go on and on about this topic, but don't want to make these videos too long. So yeah, women, if you understand, hear, feel anything that I'm saying about self-image, your sexuality, your sensuality, being able to express yourself freely and not feeling judged, please chime in. I know I'm not the only one, and I would really love to hear from you. And men, if you appreciate women and appreciate our bodies and our beauty and ourselves, expressing ourselves, and can see that there's so much to be enjoyed there in a respectful way, then please reach out, because I would love to hear from you too. I know that you exist, and I would just love to have you join in on the conversation. I believe in self-love for all, and I'm starting with me. So I embrace my sensuality, my sexuality, and will be releasing content that expresses the ways I've been inspired recently. So stay tuned on Facebook, Teemaree.com, my website, Teemaree.com, Twitter, Teemaree.com, here on Periscope. Have a great day, and let's all love ourselves, you sexy beasts. Bye.